TV besties, we are in I guess we'll call it like the second half. We just got through episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 through 9 of The Circle, season 5. I definitely, Shuby is back in The Circle, but I'm disappointed. We're going to talk about it. Hey, if you're new, I'm your girl Ash. Welcome, sit back, relax. Hit that like button so we can make sure we get this video out to other people like you who are going to enjoy it. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Bang that bell, of course. You definitely want to go ahead and be alerted when I drop these good old videos. We have a good old time. We have a good old chat. You get to hear my little commentary, my little takes on what's going on in these episodes. Y'all, she'll be coming back into the chat. Shabam is, I always say the chat. I'm going to get it right, y'all. I'm going to get it right. Shabam is back in The Circle. And Shabam was definitely a big fan favorite. So much to the point that I thought he was the one that had won the first season for a second, but it wasn't. It was Joey. He had came in second. But Shabam was definitely just a sweet, humble, straight up guy. And it still shows. He plays with emotions. It still shows in this game. But he was trying too hard, y'all. He was trying too hard. And I get that. I feel like, one, he knows this game too well. I think what messed him up was the fact that he knew the game. He knows the game. Well, no, I wouldn't say that messed him up. I think because he knew the game, it's like he pushed too hard. But then it was like, yeah, I don't know. I think that's what it was. Because I think he was just trying absolutely and pushing too hard, pushing too desperate. And him knowing the game, I felt like he should like really know how to maneuver. And coming in as a newbie late in the game, and then you kind of look like you've already betrayed somebody, and then you're going to try to push it on everybody, like to let's should be okay. But we kind of jumping, but not even that, because, I'm going to be all over the place. Like, y'all already know how I do. But basically, when Shabam came back in The Circle, not even just him, he brought somebody with him. Well, no. Leave to me to form my own little narrative. So, two people showed back up. Ashley, what is going on with you? All right. So, two people showed up in The Circle, right? So, we got Shabam and we have baby girl. Her name is Taza, but she's going as Tamira. And Shabam as well is also playing the catfish, Sasha. And I get it. He claimed that he was coming in to win, but then it was like later on as he was trying to form an alliance, a big alliance at that. Not even an alliance. What did baby boy, what did Oliver call it? An anarchy, okay? It just went from there. And it was even like, okay, I don't even need to win. I'll throw myself under the bus. I'll get blocked just so none of the some of the OGs who are here won't win. So what was your point of coming on the show, Shuby? Like, I absolutely love him, but at the same time, y'all, I did not want him to win. I already got myself a few who I want to win. And at this point, Oliver, who showed up very last, and he's the last person nobody else knew is going to show up in the chat. It is going to show up in The Circle. And I'm all for him. He is a blast full of energy. He's a firecracker. He is the bomb. He is here doing it up for the girls, okay? He's definitely for the girls. So, y'all, let's just get back to it. So when they came, when they came in, I felt like they really shook up. They really just really shook up the game. I did nothing but holler at the TV over these past 4 episodes. So boom. I felt that things were going to go my way. So, The Circle, is always going to, throw a little twist and things or whatever. So when they came in, Tamira and Sasha are basically in competition of each other. And then coming in, they had to basically I think they might have had a moment to introduce themselves, whatever. And basically from there, the other players in The Circle had to pick which one they were going to follow. What they didn't know is that the person who got the least amount of they did know. They did know off gate that the person who got the least amount of followers was going to be up to be blocked. It just worked out that not only Jen, I think it was who else? Bruno. Bruno. Jen and Bruno have both voted for Sasha, aka Shabam, right? So what happened is at that point, Shabam thought it'd be smart to go and talk to, that's what it was. He thought it'd be smart to go and talk to Bruno. We know darn well Bruno ain't really got no clout in this game, but he thought that that's who was the main person. That's who was the person who probably could really help him, whatever, whatever, whatever. He formed a bond with Bruno or whatever or whatnot. So that's what helped him to, am I saying this right? Hold on, y'all. Yeah, either way, whether before or after, him and Bruno had, I do believe, yeah, him and Bruno had a connection which helped Bruno to vote for Shabam because they had previously like had a conversation. It was like forming like this big brother, little sister like type of thing going on or whatever or whatnot. So when it came down to it, of course, Shabam had the least amount of players and had the least amount of people following him. And he, being new, he was not up for since Sasha was new, he technically was going to be the person who eliminated either Jen or either Bruno. Automatically, I'm like, great. Jen gets to go. Jen is going to go. Y'all, Jen is killing it. Jen is absolutely killing this game. I'm so in fear. Like, I was so in fear that I just knew that on the elimination, by the 4th episode, the 8th episode, the 9th episode, technically, I just knew that she was going to be number 1, number 2, something. I knew she was going to be an influencer. I can't even lie. Jen and Tom having that bond, they were very smart. They were very smart to get in cahoots together to try to get, Shabam to basically win Shabam over, win Sasha. Let me call him by who his alias name, to win Sasha over. And it worked. It kind of worked. He ended up talking to Tom, formed a bond with Tom. Tom puts the bug in his ear about Jen, kind of throws Bruno under the bus. And Bruno is kind of like, Bruno is just not a key player in this game. And nobody's really has a straight relationship with, no, I lied. Chaz does have that relationship. Chaz does have a bond with Bruno. But at the same time, his number 1 is it's Raven. And I want to say possibly, like, who would possibly his number 2? I feel like his number 2 would possibly be Sam. Or, yes, because even when they were in the what's the name, it was immediately Raven, it was immediately Sam. Everybody else fell by the wayside. But hey, Bruno was not there at that point. So who was to say? But Bruno was not at his top. He might have been like his 3rd or his 4th, right? So, all in all, come down to it, I didn't get what I wanted. They end up sending Bruno home. Boom, Bruno's a catfish. We realized it. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward how things were really like getting like real raunchy besides that. Okay, Jen is still here. She's not going anywhere. Boom. Marvin cheating. Y'all. Marvin is cheating. At first, like, y'all, Marvin cheating. Look at Marvin. He cheating. Boom. He decides, I think Tamira was the one who reached out to him first or whatever, whatnot, and they're being flirty, whatever. Now, in his head, it's like he's like, oh, but Riven. I'm like, Marvin. Like, bro, get your head back in this. Like, first, okay, so boom. They had the flirty, They played a game. I love these games. They really, like, some of these games, like, really, like, show their creativity. And that game with the clay, they freaking the I think Sam with her eyes, Tom with his mouth and teeth, even had the booger coming out the nose, Marvin's arm muscle. Somebody else had like something good too. Y'all let me know like what was y'all favorite down in the bottom. Who had y'all favorite clay, whatever that game was. But Marvin won, right? What happened is he got to go on a date. And but his date was chosen for him based on the picture that he liked. And what does he like? He liked Tamira's boobs. It was so crazy because Tamira did boobs And Raven did a booty. It was a nice, plump, juicy booty, wasn't it? She did a booty and a thong, but he went for the titties. And it was kind of like, though, how could you have not, because how could I forget? Now that I'm thinking about it, how could you have not known that, because he was thinking that the boobs was probably Raven. Y'all were literally just sexting hard, okay? Hard in the circle chat, in a private circle chat. I feel like, y'all, now, no, this is the first official sexting in the circle chat ever. People have flirted, but no, they were down there having sex through the circle chat. Don't play with me. Y'all know darn well I'm not lying. They were going in at it. So it really kind of like solidified like what they had going on. But as well, she had said something about a booty and a thong or something. So it was just like, how could you not have thought that that was her? I feel like she did like say something to the point of about a butt or something like that. It threw me off. It was like, why? Either way, he's a man. Men will be men. So that was what really solidified the relationship. So that's what kind of like made it worse when he was flirting. It's not necessarily worse. It's okay, he was flirting. I let him have it. So, flirting with Tamira in their private chat. But when they had their date, oh, sir, okay, the flirting goes harder, okay? But then not only that, Tamira's like, boom, I'm, basically on this, I'm trying to be your queen, blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't even lie. Tamira is coming in, she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing in this. I think she had Sam. One thing about it, the girls were automatically going, like Draven and Sam, they were already here for Tamira the moment that she had came in. The moment that, to see, I think her name was, had to say, Tasia? What I got to say? I don't even know what I got written down here, y'all. I might have spelled it wrong. I'm just pronouncing it wrong. But they were immediately just off on Tamira what she got in the chat already, right? So I think Sam had ended up reaching out to Tamira and they were doing makeup together. Somehow, she still managed to work through it. She's supposed to be a makeup girl, whatever. So she still managed to get through it without Sam thinking she would, thinking that it was suspicious, that she should be suspicious of her. Even though, like, when she was like, here she goes, she just only does foundation. And she's like, she must be really pretty. I'm like, or she's a catfish. I'm like, come on. But she held it down even when she had a question. Okay, boom, the question, they had played another game. And clearly, you want to kind of like go along with your catfish. And I think that's been the issue with Marvin. And the only thing though is Tom has been picking up. Is the only one that's been picking up with his inconsistencies that he put in his bio. So you would think that they would pick things that that they're supposed to be related to. And boom, luckily, because Tamira did not know this, well, technically Tasia did not know the answer to this question. But luckily, yes, Primer was the answer. She knew. Y'all. So either way, let me get back to what I was talking about, because I feel like, it was getting like, so boom. Marvin was like fighting with himself so hard. And it was like, bro, don't be smart. As he keeps saying to himself, how is she going to know? How is she going to know? Bro, all of y'all freaking talk. You talk to the boys. You don't think the girls, like this is definitely a moment where he clearly was thinking with his other head and won't think it with this head up here. Because, bro, really? You really thought that this was not going to talk. And just as ready as you were to go and spill to Tom about what y'all chat was about, y'all flirting and all this, blah, 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 you didn't think that she was going to go and run to the girls, or at least tell one of the girls about y'all interaction in the chat, and it was going to get back to Raven. How stupid can you be? How stupid can you be, Mom? You got exactly what you, and literally, we knew what was going to happen. We knew that it was going to happen just like that, that they were going to get together, that basically the girls were going to end up having a chat together, and Tamira was going to end up spilling the tea. And of course, she spills it with the right people, the girls, because, they don't bring Jen in, because Jen is a little auntie over here killing the game. So Sam is over there like, let me go get my popcorn. I'm like, bitch, let me go get my popcorn, because I'm literally like, y'all. it was just so disappointing. Like, it was like, bro, like, boys gonna be boys. Boys gonna be boys. He tried to play it cool when they played another game, about, it was like an anonymous, and they were able to ask each other things anonymously. And we knew that somebody was going to say something about him, possibly two-timing, the girls. And it was like, really? It was the fact that, like, when he was approached with it, he acted like he really didn't know what was going on. He acted real clueless, like, what? Me? I'm not. Yes, you are. You know damn well you got two girls in the chat, in the circle, that you calling the queen, that you calling your queen, and you were even second guessing yourself as you were doing it. Bruh. You got everything that you deserve, being on the hot seat. And even when you got number 8, we saw that coming. We all saw that coming, okay? And not Sasha, not Shabam, getting a little, like, spicy in the chat, in the circle chat, in the when he was called out by Chaz for being like, I guess, what did he call her? What did he call her, y'all? I was like, oh, not Shabam getting spicy. But y'all, it took everybody aback. It took everybody aback. And I knew from there, I was like, Shabam, this is not it. This is not it. And then he goes and tries to, it might have been before or after. This ain't even all in order. This just like, the summarization of everything that's going on based on my views and my thoughts and how I'm feeling about the things that have happened. Okay? So, no, back to it. So, he decides that he wants to basically form this huge alliance. By this time, I think Oliver was in the chat. He wants to do this huge alliance with everybody. No, before I even get to that, because y'all, not even that, at that moment did it get a little steamy hot. And not like steamy hot. I don't mean that. Not only did it get a little tense in the circle chat about when it was that game, but this wasn't the first time that Shabam had kind of like been like attacked, like for something, a role like that he had played. What had happened? What happened? Yes. So when he eliminated Bruno goes and sees Chaz and throws Sasha completely under the bus. But he did though. He did like basically form that first alliance with her and then turned around, or him, and then turned around and then basically, like, I felt like he did it to save his own butt. I felt like he did it because he thought that, he had formed that bond with Tom, and if Tom was going to save him and they had an alliance, then automatically he was going to have an alliance with Jen as well. And so he thought he was good. He thought everything was gravy. No, those were the same people who also voted you low. So when when it came out, when it basically, after, they saw that Bruno was Billie Jean, of course, Chaz go ahead and put it out there like, so this is what she said, blah. What was your reasoning for blocking her? Like, so boom, like, he handled that well. And I think that's what it was. I think so, right, because that happened first. So by the time they started coming for him again at the during the anonymous game, I guess he was just too through. And I guess felt like he needed to add a little spice. They're not going to do me like this, but it really just, it threw everybody off. What I didn't think about though, that Shabam and how him actually thinking that he was a catfish, I'm really jumping all over because boom, obviously y'all know, y'all watched it. If you didn't watch it, you're getting some spoilers. At the end, Shabam was the one that ended up getting eliminated. Thank the gods. Because after he tried to go to the other players and try to form the alliance to basically form together and form a vote to be circled around somebody specific, just so basically to get the OGs out, I was shocked, y'all, because I really thought, I'm like, this is it. None of my people gonna win. None of the people that I want is going to win. Jen definitely ain't going nowhere. I just knew that they were going to go along with it. nah. Oliver being the new guy, he don't really know what's going on. Of course he is. And it's kind of like, how could you be so forth to grab onto that alliance like that, knowing it was kind of like you were fresh off of just eliminating Bruno, and it be put out there that you kind of basically promised Bruno that you had his back, and then you really didn't. You eliminated him. I think people were definitely thinking that. Surprisingly, I'm just gonna say surprisingly, I really thought that, honestly, I think they were kind of like dumb for not doing it. I honestly think that it was a smart move, especially because they were already trying to switch up, especially Jen, the people who have been the influencers since the beginning, right? But no, they did not. They did not. Thank goodness for me, because no, Shabam. So at that point, Shabam was really getting on my nerves. Shabam was on my last. You're doing too much. You are absolutely doing too much. And it was just like, bruh, you've been on here before. Why is you being so pressed? And it was almost like to the point that, yeah, he was doing it to, like, it was like desperation at this point. Like, I'm going to win by any means. And I'm going to, like, to the point that his whole reason for coming back even changed. Like, he was ready to just get blocked just so that the old, like, bro, no, like, who's doing that? I guess it really just started to as well make some of, the other people suspicious, of his whole ordeal or whatever or whatnot. But so let's just get down to it. Marvin can't keep up with his catfish. Yeah, basically, like, he's definitely, yes, because he picked, what did he end up picking? He picked science. And he's going to say, yes, because I'm a science major and I'm an engineer, bruh, but you're not, you're an engineer outside of this game. You are you like to travel per your bio. Why wouldn't you pick geography? But thankfully, he got the question right. But I don't think it went upon anybody besides Tom, maybe one more person, that why wouldn't he have picked geography, and why didn't he pick geography instead? Nonetheless, we're going to move on, y'all, because I think we're about to go ahead and just start really just wrapping this stuff up here. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. His newbie's resolution chat. He's doing too much. Okay, that's what it was. The Savage Questions super game was super messy. Yes, it was. It was super messy. The anonymous throwing, like, Marvin was definitely hard in the hot seat. He deserved it, though. He deserved it, because he very well at least should have told, as you're sitting here thinking about it, whatever, that let you know that you should have told that girl that you had this bond with her. But you're so busy trying to save your own, but, like, you look like a douche. You look like a douche, Marvin. You look like a fuck boy. Like, and over here, we fucking nigga free. So I was not shocked at all. I was not shocked at all that he was number 8. But what I was shocked about was Jen, because she at least had 2 people that we saw had voted her number 1, and then she had somebody that had voted her number 2. So it was nothing told me that woman was not going to be an influencer. I just knew. I knew she was going to end up being an influencer, and I was so stressed. I was so stressed out about it. But she wasn't. I think she definitely moved up in the game. How did things end up being? Because that ratings was very interesting. I actually took notes on that. Yeah, Marvin was definitely number 8. Wasn't surprised that Sasha was at the bottom too. Her being number 7. Again, Shabam was over there pushing Sasha too hard on this stuff. And it was funny because when they eliminated him and he went to go see Jen, which I absolutely freaking hated. They are giving Jen everything in this game to win. And it's still like, we still got a little bit more to go, y'all. Next week is the 3rd batch. And I do believe that should be it, unless they're going to put the 13th episode on, yeah, because it's 4, 8, and 12. Yeah, unless you're going to do the last episode on, like, another week. Either way, like, we are down to, like, we're just about done. They're not going to get any other new people in here. So things are definitely going to get spicy, especially now that Jen has this secret power. Shabam gets eliminated. So basically, go back. So Tom, my boy Tom, the people like Tom. I'm not mad. I'm not necessarily mad. If Tom would end up winning, I wouldn't be necessarily mad. Do I think so yet? No, I honestly feel like Chaz may still kind of like have this game, but things are really going to kick off with this, what they call it, the hacker, with this hacker thing. So Tom's number one. Chaz ends up being number two. Shabam gets eliminated. It basically ended up coming between Sasha and Marvin. Basically down to the end of it. Sasha ended up being the one. Sasha goes and see Jen, and I was like, no, who did I want him to go see that he was thinking about going to see? He was thinking about going to see somebody else, and I was like, go see them. Please go see them. Please go see them. No. Can never do things my way. Shabam, him and that darn Jen. He goes to see Jen, sees that they're both basically catfishes. They give him the backstory, whatever. Find out that they have this now secret power after he leaves. They go to that room, that same room that last season that I feel like, didn't they do this before? Didn't they do a hacker type situation before? So let's talk about that, y'all. What is that going to look like? Because automatically when I was thinking hacker, I was thinking like, all right, boom. He gonna get to hack their stuff or somebody's stuff. They gonna get to hack somebody's stuff and at least maybe get to see maybe chats or something like that going on between people or something. And then as we thought about it, Jada was like, no, because we look at the previews. My daughter, she was like, nah, Ma, because, she's gonna be like, Tamira is saying something to the point that so they're being me or something like that, as if she's being cloned. So I feel like she's going to be able to have control, if not over somebody's profile, there is going to be an additional clone of that profile, if that makes sense. And I guess, yeah, no, maybe not even that. I feel like if anything, they may be able to have access, but how would that, I don't know. That's where I'm at, y'all. That's where I'm at. They're going to be able to have access to somebody's account. So I got 3 different theories then. I don't think that's going to be that, though. I don't think that they are going to be able to see like chats or anything like that. I don't even think that's going to be it. I think that, yes, they're going to get to hack somebody's account, right? And be them. And that way they can easily stir up stuff, make lies, whatever. Or they're going to end up hacking and kind of cloning them, maybe. Kind of like forming another profile. Kind of like, how, because when people take over when they hack our accounts, they just, it got to be that. Because I got to think about Instagram and like think about how Facebook, whatever. When they hack your account, they are you and they, So clearly the people aren't going to be in their... I think I'm thinking too hard with it, but I think I'll get what I'm saying. Basically, somebody's going to be able to get access or be able to act as if they are one of the players in the chat. I'm pretty sure they're going to get to choose. And so with that, but it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe they don't get to choose. Because I kind of feel like if they had the chance, I feel like no matter what, they would automatically go for Raven. Now, granted, yes, Raven has dropped down in the rating. She was number 4, but nonetheless, I still will feel like that still, what's his name? Has this, Brett has this vengeance against her. He's very prominent that he does not want her to win, or at least being an influencer. So it made me feel like if they were going to hack somebody, it would be her. Or maybe they're going to, I don't know. Y'all definitely let me know below. Y'all gotta let me know below y'all theories on what this hacker situation is gonna be like, what's it gonna look like. Let me know your thoughts on this episode because, y'all, I think I really feel like I covered everything. I'm sorry if it feels like it's all over. I know I get excited about talking about these episodes with y'all. Love hearing y'all comments, your thoughts. So definitely hit me down below. I'll see y'all next Wednesday. Well, give me a second, though. It's never on the Wednesday. I never put these videos out on the Wednesday, so I don't know why I lied. But y'all will see me next week. Love y'all. Peace.